Shalom. Excuse me. Let me see some. Let me check the audio right quick. Mic check. Mic check. Shalom. Okay, cool. Sound good. Let's see if it'll load this time. Before I begin, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rachach Kodash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who are teaching 100% truth of the Holy Scriptures. Shalom to the elect, and shalom to the brothers that are pushing the word of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai in truth and sincerity. And this lesson is going to be entitled, Plagues of Egypt will come to spiritual Egypt, right? And this America, right? Because America is spiritual Egypt, and this comes on the trail of them blackouts that are happening all over Europe. Okay, Spain and France and Portugal, right? So they having blackouts, and at the beginning they were saying there was some like sun, magnetic type of deal, but now you look into it and they're still trying to figure still trying to figure it out. But you see, that's why they want to push everybody towards this electrical, be on the electrical grid, right? So they could control, because who knows, this could be a control thing. It could be a hacking thing, right? But now with everybody, with the rulers, they push forth all this EV, right, clean energy type of deal, and that's gonna put a big strain on the electrical system, and mainly in the summer, right? All the air conditioners is running, and then everybody's trying to charge their cars, right? And that's gonna put a big strain. But you see, that's why they're pushing forth this EV, so they could limit you, right? 15-minute cities and all. Okay, so we understand that these is all biblical prophecies that's coming into pass, right? And just how Yahweh Bashem Yahushai did ancient Egypt, right? And this plague that I'm speaking about is the darkness plague. Okay, Second Ezra's chapter 15. The book of Second Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 10. It says, "Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt." And who are our people that are being led by? They're being led by false prophets, right? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has put in the spirit of these poverty pimps to lead our people into the slaughterhouse, man. And they're called Judas goats. They get paid out. They get paid for this. It says, "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and will smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof." Right? And that person that's going to get us out, that strong arm, is going to be Yahushai. He's that right hand of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And it says, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, right? Referring to when Yahweh Bashem Yahushai used Moses to turn the Nile blood, killing of the first of the children, the lice, the frogs, right, the cattles, and and the rest of the plagues, right? And the blackouts, right? And that's the reason why I bring this out, because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that's gonna come here to America, right? You had this dude Kash Patel. He's the I don't know when exactly he made this statement, but now he's the FBI director. And he said, "Hey man, this first off, he was mentioning that the grid is old, right? The grid is old, and also, it's easily hackable, It's nothing for the Chinese hackers to, click a little buttons, get through the firewalls and this and that, and everybody will go crazy, right? And just how Yao Bashim Yao Shai did before, Yao Bashim Yao Shai is attacking these gods of Egypt. Back then it was, the cattles and this and that, and now he's doing that again, right? Because with, you could say the tariffs and all these things is fucking up the economy. That's what was happening back then, an economic hit, right? Because what the cattle's, it brings forth money, all right? You get different things from the cows, the hide, you get some milk. Milk makes cheese, and so on and so forth. And Yahweh Shemir Shai is doing that now. He struck down the agriculture, right? He made it hail, and that's what's happening now. America has been, for the longest time, you call them natural disasters or shit, geostorms. Or if Esau did it, whatever, man. Yahweh Shem Shai, he's in control ultimately. He's taking down this place. It's that Jenga, man. Block here, right? Hey, and we seen him move. Oh, and then another block, right? And you'd be like, oh, it's finna fall. But hey, it's until Yahweh Shem Shai says. Okay, verse and it says, and will destroy the land thereof. Verse 12, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundations of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with fearful constellations. Right, and that's what's happening now. Right, you having these crazy weather patterns. Right, like last week, it was hot, then shit rains, and then it gets cold. Right. It messes up with the plant and their growing patterns. It says, woe to them, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, right? And that's the time that we're at. Woe to this world, destruction to this place, because it doesn't stand for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It stands everything contrary. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Right, and with the whole blackout, they had that movie, Blackout Over America or something like that, a little History Channel. And what, man, they had a dude, he beat a dude with he beat somebody to death with a can, because he was trying to take what the dude had. So he ended up killing him, man. Okay, and this is what's going to lead to, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. And that's what's happening, man. Well, that's what's gonna happen, right? These insurrections, and they're gonna come up against the establishment, right? Hey, and it's gonna be like these third world countries where their politicians, they finna get dragged through the street. Okay, because what you had, President Trump, he was taking off security detail from certain politicians, or not politicians, but not ex, but like they're no longer in office anymore, so he takes that security detail from off of them. All right, this is the book of Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 13 and 11. The book of Isaiah chapter 13 and 11, it says, and I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Right, and these things is coming up in the world, right, because of all the evil that America, Babylon the Great, spiritual Egypt has stacked up. Right, and the main cause of this, right, is because they're proud. Hey, man, we think about it, man. They call themselves so-called Christian, but go around beating everybody up, right? Taking their resources, lying to get them, murdering to get them, causing coups, setting up these false flags. Is that Christian-like actions? Absolutely not. Right? So that's why Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he's had it up to here with America. And, hey, man, we seen it. Right? And that's why we have to gird our minds up to understand that, hey, this is the Lord's will. We want the kingdom, right? well, it's gonna get a lot bumpy before, you know, we get to enjoy the kingdom. Let me see. I'm gonna get this stand in the book of Isaiah, because again, this is because Yahweh Shem Shai truly cares for his people, right? Isaiah 34 and verse 8. It says, For it is the day of Yahweh Shem Shai's vengeance, and the year of recompense. Why? For the controversy of Sion, right? Controversy. Let's look up that word, controversy. Excuse me. Controversy. It is Yab, GH7379, and it means a quarrel, right? A dispute, strife, right? Because of what? How the nations have treated the apple of the Lord's eye, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. So the Heavenly Father, he got a problem on how the nations have dealt with the nation of Israel, right? And it starts with Amalek, right? The small hats, because they control everything. You had a dude, a brother brought that out, you know, hey, we are the rulers of the universe. What type of proud statement is that? And truly, they're not the rulers of the universe, right? They're just, you know, holding it down for now because they have been given permission to just rule this world. Not even the whole universe, man. That's for the nation of Israel, starting with our Lord Yahushua. Again, it is the day, Isaiah 34 and 8. For it is the day of Yahushua, of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua's vengeance, right? So he wants to mash these goddamn heathen up, starting with Esau, Edom first, right? The top ruling elites, man, because that's who he has in his scope, right? It says, and the year of recompense for the controversy of Sion, okay, for what these nations have done to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Yahweh Shem Yahushai has taken a record, right? We know some things, but we don't know the extent of how evil Esau is, right? Let me see. Hey, but, you know, with all this that's going on, you know, we have to bring out, you know, the balance of things, because Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he's going to have his, he's going to take care of his, right? This is Exodus chapter 10 and verse 21. This is Exodus 10 and 21. This is back in Egypt, right? It says, and Yahweh Shem Shai said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand toward heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt. You see the darkness of that which was felt, man. That's heavy in itself. Can't look, you know, this far in front of your face. So much so that, you know, you try to light a candle or something and the darkness will engulf it. Can't even tell. It says, and Moses stretched forth his hand toward heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all the land of Egypt 3 days. They saw not one another, neither rose any from his place for 3 days. But all the children of Israel had light in their dwellings, right? And the children of Israel, they dwelt in Goshen, right? Which was separate from the Egyptians. Because the Egyptians, they didn't fuck with the Israelites, because they viewed them as like low level for being like shepherds and all, right? And so now gonna end off with this Job, the first chapter. This is Job chapter 1 and verse 9. It says, then Satan answered Yahweh Shem Shai and said, doth Job fear the Most High for nothing? Has not thou made an hedge about him, and about his house, and about all that he hath on every side? Right, that hedge being protection, because we have protection through the Holy Spirit. We have angels that are protecting us in our house when we're out there in the camps, when we're, you know, just out here about life. And that's the importance of praying before we leave the house, right? Brothers have different testimonies of Yahweh Shem Shai saving them. Okay, it says that thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. right? So Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has a protection around his people, and how much more when it's Jacob's trouble, right? That's gonna be a scary thing if you don't have Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. If you're not in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's corner, if he ain't truly caring for you, you know. So with that being said, it was a little quick one. I'm going to close out by giving all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Rachak Wadash, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahushai, Shalom.